to the Treehouse. I think you can tell I'm somewhere a little different, right? Now, what makes July so special is that we get to see fireworks for Independence Day. And that's why I'm here today, to see some fireworks. So if you're ready to see some fireworks, and I know I'm ready, let's go check it out. Hello everyone, are you ready to sign with me today? You are? Perfect. I couldn't think of anyone better to sign with. We have a lot of signs to learn today that I know you're going to love because they're some of my favorite parts of summer. And now that it's July, we have a lot of things to celebrate. So let's get to learning. Our first sign today is an activity that I love to do in the summer. I go with my friends and my family. We explore some lakes and some woods and see all kinds of animals when we go camping. So our first sign today is camping. Do you want to learn it with me? All right, here we go. This sign takes both of our hands, and we're going to make a sign that probably looks pretty familiar. If we make our hands look like this is the sign for I love you. Now, we're going to do the same sign, but this time with both of our hands. So we're going to have our middle finger and the finger closest to our pinky, take a nap. Because we're going to turn our hands like this and make sure our thumbs are facing us. And we're going to make a tent. Doesn't it look like a tent you stay in when you go camping? And then we're going to bring it down. And that's the sign for camp. Are you ready to try it with me? All right, here we go, both of our hands. We're gonna make the I love you sign, bring them together to make a tent. So our fingers are gonna touch, and then we're gonna bring it down. And that's the sign for camping. Very good. That's going to be our next sign, swimming. Now, we're going to use both of our hands again, and our arms. So when we go swimming, we use our arms a lot, right? Maybe we're doggy paddling, or maybe we're doing a big scoop. But this time, we're gonna reach in front of us. So it takes both of our arms, and my hands pointing out just like this. I feel like I might be Frankenstein. But instead, we're going to bend our elbows and move them as if we're swimming through the water. Swimming. Do you wanna try it with me? All right, here we go. Arms up, and we're gonna go swimming. You're pretty good at this. I have a feeling you can swim really fast, can't you? Do you think you can race me? Who can go faster? Are you ready? Let's go. Oh, I think I'm gonna beat you. I think I'm gonna beat you. Oh man, you won. Next time, right? Our next sign is going to be for a bee. A bumblebee. I love bees. Bees are so important. If we love flowers, we have to love bees because they help pollinate and spread all of the flower seeds and pollen all around so we can have beautiful, colorful flowers surrounding us. So our next sign is bee. Now we're only going to need one hand. Okay, so whatever hand you use to color with, pick that one up. Now, we are going to learn a letter. This is the letter F. If I have my thumb, touch this finger, my pointer finger, and make a circle, this is the letter F. Now, sometimes when a bug flies, they land on us, don't they? So, our bug, our bee, is gonna land right on our cheek. Now, what happens when a bug lands on you? Do you just let it sit there? No, right? We usually brush it off. And that's exactly what we're going to do with this sign. A bee is gonna land on our face and we're gonna brush it off. That's the sign for bee. Do you wanna try it with me? I know you do. It's really fun. We're gonna take our fingers and put them together, make our F. Our bee is gonna land on our cheek and we brush it off. Do you want to do it one more time? Me too. Here it goes. Here comes this big, friendly bumblebee to land on my cheek, and I brush it off, and it flies away. Are you ready for our next sign? All right, here it goes. Another thing that happens outside that I absolutely love. It's something that's pretty special when it comes to July. We use this to celebrate, and everyone comes together when it's dark outside to see these beautiful, wonderful things pop in the sky. Do you think you know what I'm talking about? You do? All right, so our next sign is fireworks. Now, what makes sign language so wonderful is sometimes we can have a couple different signs for the same word. So I'm going to teach you 2 ways to sign fireworks. Our first way is having both of our hands come up to our chin. Do you think you can do that? I'm gonna bring it up. And do you see how my fingers are pointing? The other fingers are sleeping, and our pointer fingers pointing up to the sky just like fireworks. And did you see how I moved my hands when I said pointing up to the sky? That's exactly how fireworks go. They go up, and sometimes they curve up and go higher and higher. That is exactly how we're going to sign fireworks the first way. So bring our fingers together and have those pointer fingers up to our chin and go pop. Just like we're seeing fireworks go and they go and they go. I'm imagining all kinds of colors. Do you want to try it one time with me? All right, here we go. Have our pointer fingers up. And here comes the fireworks. I see blue and red and purple, and it's beautiful. Now we're going to learn our second way to sign fireworks. This time we're still going to use both our hands, but our fingers aren't going to be pointed up just like that. It's going to take all of our fingers this time. So they've all woken up from their nap and they're ready to pop in the sky. Do you know when you go see fireworks and they go boom, boom, boom? That's how we're going to sign our second way to do fireworks. So we're going to take both of our hands once again and go right up to our chin and pop, 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 pop. I imagine them being very sparkly and making a burst of sound. Is that what you're thinking too? Oh, you're thinking of your favorite color? Ooh, that sounds beautiful. Are you ready to sign it with me one more time? All right, here we go. We have our hands right here, and it's gonna go pop, 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 pop. Those are beautiful fireworks, and I'm so happy I got to see them with you. Thank you so much for signing with me today, and I cannot wait to see how well you sign next month. Until next time, keep practicing.
Yesterday here at the Nature Center, we celebrated a Pollinator Party. And Pollinator Party is a part of a celebration for National Pollinator Week. And the purpose of having the Pollinator Party is to bring to the attention of the public how important our pollinators are. Pollinators are important as far as our food chain. And it's not just our food chain, but the animals' food chain as well. We did a demonstration yesterday as far as what would happen if we just removed bees from the equation. And we showed a supermarket when we have bees, and then a supermarket and what it would look like without bees. And it really brought home to people how important our pollinators are to not only us, but also to animals as well. If we didn't have the pollinators, we wouldn't be able to have cows, we wouldn't be able to have meat, because those animals rely on the plants that they eat in order to produce our milk, our cheeses, our meats. It's important that we have our pollinators, and we also brought to the attention of the public the plight of the monarch. Monarchs are endangered, on the verge of extinction, and what's influencing that is us destroying habitat. It's also a part of climate change. They have to migrate here from Mexico, and if the temperatures drop while they're migrating, they can die. So we are also influencing them with pesticides as well. So we have to be aware of what we do that influences our pollinators. Our pollinators are also threatened by disease and invasive species. And without those pollinators, we will lose so many things. We need to bring that attention, and during National Pollinator Week, it's a good time to celebrate those pollinators.
Hello everyone! Do you notice something different about me today? Well, for one, I'm outside, right? And two, I'm wearing a life jacket. And usually, you only see life jackets when we're going on the water. Well, the best part about summer is that we get to go outside and we get to go out on the water. I know for me, I really enjoy swimming or going fishing, but today I'm actually doing something else. And maybe you've tried this before, or maybe it's new for you, because it was new for me too. Today I'm going kayaking. Now, the best part about living in Shelby Township is the fact that we have a lot of cool places we get to go kayak. So maybe you've done it before, or maybe just like me, you're going to learn how this summer. So right now I'm starting off on some really still water so I can figure it out. But once you're more advanced, or maybe you have some more practice and you want to go out with your family or some grown-ups, you can go to the Clinton River for a little bit more of a challenge. But today, we're gonna go check out how I go kayaking, and then maybe you can try it too this summer. Now that you saw how I kayak, maybe you can try it out this summer too. There's a lot of fun things we get to do in the summertime, and it's a great opportunity for trying things we've never tried before. So we can get together with friends or even our family and do something cool like kayaking. You'll have to let me know how it is once you go out. Maybe we'll see each other very soon on the water. Good luck, have fun, and be safe out there.
Hi everyone, it's Brenna, and I've watched some great movies this month that I would love to share my favorites with you. What were your favorite movies you watched this month? Now, my fifth favorite movie I watched this month was James and the Giant Peach. This film centers a young British boy named James who is forced to live with his very mean aunts. When James finds a giant enchanted peach, he sets sail to New York City with his new insect friends. I loved this movie because it was so funny and exciting. Also, I love peaches. Do you like peaches? My fourth favorite movie I watched centers a group of neighborhood kids who love to play baseball. Can you guess what movie it is? It is The Sandlot. This film centers Scotty Smalls and his new friends who find themselves in trouble when Smalls borrows a baseball from his stepdad that gets hit over a fence protected by a vicious monster. My favorite part of the movie is when the group gets chased by the big mean dog. It's funny and thrilling.
Mommy, look, a doggy! Ooh, a big doggy.
My third favorite movie I watched this month is The Bee Movie. This film centers Barry the bee, who breaks his hive's rule by talking to a human named Vanessa. Barry then learns that humans have been stealing honey from bees and makes it his mission to get justice. My favorite part is when Barry talks to Vanessa for the first time. It's so funny.
Good. Here she comes. Speak, you fool. Hi. I'm sorry.
You're talking.
Yes, I know. I'm so
You're talking.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It's just, I know I'm dreaming, but I don't recall going to bed.
My second favorite movie I watched this month is Rio. This film centers a bird named Blue who lives a great life with his human friend named Linda. When they find out that Blue and a lone female bird named Jules are the last of their kind left on Earth, they travel to Rio to have them meet. However, Trouble comes when Blue and Jules are kidnapped by animal smugglers. They manage to escape and embark on a journey to find their way back home. My favorite part of this movie is when Blue tries to learn how to fly. It's so funny. Now it's time for my favorite movie I watched this month. It's the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. In this movie, Plankton steals King Neptune's crown and frames Mr. Krabs. SpongeBob and Patrick journey to retrieve the crown, to save Mr. Krabs from Neptune, and put a stop to Plankton's rule over Bikini Bottom. If you would like to watch some of these fantastic movies, check them out at the Shelby Township Library. Thank you so much for joining me and listening to all of my favorite movies I watched this month. Can't wait to see you all next time. Bye!
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Shelby Township Fireworks. We are here to celebrate Independence Day. Now I'm really excited to see all the things we have in store. So let's go see some fireworks.
Happy 4th of July! Because I like looking at fireworks because I think they're beautiful, and this is my second year.
This is your second year?
Yeah.
Why did you come back to have a second year?
Because last year I really liked it. Because I really like all of the colors, and they're cool how they like how they go up into the sky and kind of like disappear. Because it's the fireworks.
Because it's the fireworks?
Because it's the day, firework day.
It's the firework day?
Uh-huh.
Do you like firework day?
Yeah.
Why
it's
do you
really
like,
good.
Why do you like firework day?
Because it's amazing. You get to have fun and spin like a trampoline. Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you like fireworks so much? Because you get to see a lot of colors. What's your favorite color that you hope to see in the sky tonight?
Blue.
Just like, I've seen a lot of people that I know, so I haven't seen them in a long time, so it's fun to see that. That's really fun. Mm-hmm.
Now, I saw you guys were in line for the bounce house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do we feel about bounce house?
I love that.
Because I haven't seen fireworks in so long.
Yeah.
Same with you? Is that
Since
why
last year.
Since last year?
Not really last year, but 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Since last time we were here.
So you've been to these fireworks before?
Yeah.
Why do you like coming to the fireworks?
Because I like to hear the big booms and see the colors.
What fireworks do you think we're going to see?
100 million.
100 million?
I hope we see Pokemon fireworks.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Happy fireworks.
You're going to see some fireworks? How many fireworks do you think we're going to see?
Fireworks.
What are you doing that's so much fun? Music? Yeah. Are you going to see fireworks today?
I like it when it's like the ones, I don't know if they're going to do it, but I like it where the ones that just spear up and then they go into like they just pop.
Those are my favorite too.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to the fireworks before?
Not here, but I do go to fireworks like every year.
Yeah. Why do you feel like you come every year?
Because it's just special.
Hello everyone and welcome to Craft Corner. I am super excited to have you here today because we are learning all about pollinators this month. Now, one of my favorite pollinators is a cute bumblebee, and that's what we're going to be making today because we would not be here without our bumblebees, and we want to celebrate them, don't we? So let's think about the colors that bumblebees are. We have yellow and also black. So we need to have yellow construction paper and also black construction paper. We're first going to start with making 2 circles using our yellow construction paper, and we're going to make 2 different circles using the black one. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So let's take out first a yellow construction paper. I like to make sure that I cut straight, so I always like to trace the shape onto the paper. So we are going to be making a circle. Now my circle is going to be about half of the yellow sheet of paper. And I'm going to go nicely around. I also like to use pencil just in case I make a mistake, because that happens, right? Now, because I made it only half of the sheet of paper, I have room to cut another circle. So I'll draw my second yellow circle too. Now I'm going to cut out one of our circles to get it ready. Now, if you need some help with cutting, make sure you ask a grown-up. And we're going to take our time nice and safely around our circle. I'm very excited to make our bumblebee today. I think bees are so cool, and I wish I could fly around just like them and visit all the beautiful flowers we have. Because this time of year is the best time to go visit any gardens or grow one of your own. So we have one circle out of yellow, and we'll cut the other one too. But I am going to use this yellow one to help me trace. So they're about the same size. Now, we're going to make 2 black circles, but they're going to be a little bit different. Bees have something really cool called a stinger. So one of our black circles is also going to include a stinger. So I'm going to show you, we're going to make a triangle shape right at the bottom of our circle. So I'm going to cut out this black one so you can see what it looks like too. I'm very excited to put it all together. And then we're going to cut right at our triangle to make that lovely stinger for our bee. And then we'll cut around the circle so that we get to the other end. Almost there. And now we have our black circle with the stinger. I'm gonna make 2 more circles now. Okay, now it's time for our second step. I have 2 circles that are made of yellow construction paper and then 2 for black. Now, our bumblebee needs something very important for it to do its job, which are wings. I wish I had wings so I could fly all around. Don't you? You do too. I think it would be so cool if we could fly all around. Now, in order to make the wings for our bumblebee, we get to draw one of my favorite shapes, which is a heart. We have to draw 2 hearts and then we'll cut them out and the heart will make wings. So I'm going to trace the outline on my black sheet of paper so I can see where I need to cut. And to make sure our wings are the same, I'm going to fold it in half so I only have to cut it out once. And then they'll be a perfect match. So we will cut around our outline of our heart and we will make some beautiful bumblebee wings. Imagine all the amazing things bumblebees get to see when they're flying around in the sky. All of the flowers, all of the birds, and imagine all the other pollinators too. Ooh, we are almost done cutting out our wings, and now we have 2 wings for our bee. Okay, now it's time for us to put our bumblebee together. We're going to start with its body. Now, we cut out, remember, 1 black with the stinger. This is going to be right at the bottom. Every other color is going to stack on top of it. So I'm going to add some glue to it with my handy dandy glue stick. And I'm just going to do the top half as if it's wearing a little hat. And make sure there's some glue right there because I'm going to be adding yellow. So what we're going to be doing is called alternating. So every other circle is going to change colors. So now that I have yellow, that means I have to add my other black one right on top. So we are going to add some of our handy dandy glue to make sure our bee is nice and strong to fly around to all the flowers. We're gonna have our black one there. And last but not least, we have our last yellow one. So you know the drill. We're gonna put some glue right on top of the black one, just in time to add our beautiful bumblebee face right here. And now we've made the body. All right, so now we've made the body of our bumblebee, but we're missing our wings that we made. It's time to add the wings to the body. So do you see how we have this yellow circle right here? Remember, this is the face to our bee, so it needs to face the front. So we're gonna flip over our bumblebee so we can attach its wings so it can fly to all the flowers. So just like we did with the circles, we're going to add a little bit of glue to them so they stick. So make sure you have your handy dandy glue. And what we're going to do, I want to make sure that we see the little curves of our wings. So we're going to make sure that it sticks out. So I'm gonna add some glue right to the little triangle at the end of my heart. And I'm gonna stick it right to the middle. And I'm gonna press to make sure the wings stay on because it has a lot of flying to do, right? And now we're gonna add some more glue to the bottom. And here we are. We have one beautiful bee. Oh my goodness, I'm very excited. Now it's on to making the antennas for our bee because we already have the face, right? We have that head right there, but we're missing some antennas. So I have half of a black pipe cleaner and I'm gonna cut this in half one more time to make two pieces for two separate antennas. And for our bee, they don't stick just straight up. Sometimes they curve over. So I'm gonna give it a nice little curve, kind of like a candy cane. And we're going to have them just like this. Now remember, we need to flip our bee over so we can attach them to the back. And I'm going to take some handy dandy glue. You could always maybe use some tape or some glue just to really make sure it's on there. And now that I have some glue on it, I'm going to glue my first antenna down. I'm gonna press pretty hard to make sure it's on there. And I'm gonna do the same with the other side. So we need an antenna on both sides of the head. And we're gonna press to make sure it's stuck on there for us. Perfect. And now look at our bee come. It's coming together just nicely for us. I love it. All right, now we're on to our very last step to make our beautiful bumblebee. Now, in order for our bee to fly around or to find any of the flowers, it needs what? Some eyes, right? So now I have two googly eyes I'm gonna put onto our bee. But we need some glue, right? So let's get out our handy dandy glue stick. We're going to add some glue to one eye. We're gonna make sure that we press it down so it's not losing any eyes and winking at us. We're gonna have one more. Add the glue onto it. And we're gonna add it right to our bumblebee's beautiful face. And the very last thing we have to add is a smile, because I think this is going to be one very happy bumblebee, especially since it was made with your help. Makes me very happy too. And look at that. we have our very own pollinator to visit the flowers in our yard and even in our neighborhood. I cannot wait to see what yours turns out like. Have fun! Now that's it for our July episode. I had a lot of fun, and I know I'm gonna have even more fun when I get to see the fireworks tonight. I can't wait to hear all about your July. So until next time, play fair, play nice, and play together. Bye.